I'm Patrick Bailey with whiteboardcoder.com. Today is December 15th, 2018, and in this video I'll be going over how to set up port forwarding in Pfsenes. After watching this video, I would suggest going and watch another video. This video is done by Lawrence Systems, and it's titled How to Set Up Port Forwarding on Pfsenes 2.4. He's much more familiar with Pfsenes than I am. I'm kind of new to it, and there's more details, so I'd suggest going to watch that after watching this. But with that, let's get started. So what do I have on my setup? My current setup, I've got no port forwarding going on, but what I did is I went into, set up a little test server, and on this test server I have Nginx running. So here I am on the server, and I'm going to curl a local host, and on the Nginx I have it listed on port 8080. So here I am in the box, and if I curl it, I get my response, life is good. And over here, if I get, let me pull this other guy in here. On the same box, if I go tail the access log, I can see, I'll get you down here a little lower. Oh. I can go over here, hit a curl, and you can see I'm hitting it just fine. However, since I don't have port forwarding on, I temporarily set up HTTP_test, that subdomain, to hit my external IP address. And if I try to hit this right now, oops, I need to do 8080, don't I? Oh, well, no. Because I want it to hit port 80 on my external address and port forward to this on port 8080 to this other server. So if I hit this, which would be port 80, I get a connection timeout. I see nothing in the access log because it can't hit it because I don't have port forwarding set up. So with that, let me go get things set up. Okay, just to show you, here I'm on Pfsenes 2.44, and if I go up here to Firewall, I can go to NAT, and this is where I can set up my port forwarding rules. So I have none right now, but I can come down here and click Add, and most of the stuff for right now, I'm not doing anything advanced. I can leave it default. The interface is WAN, that's where I'm coming in from the outside. Protocol is going to be TCP, that's all I need for this. And then my destination port, on my external IP address, I want them to hit port 80, so I go from port 80 to port 80, and then I want to redirect it to my internal server, which happens to be 192.168.0.88. Let me go make sure that that's true. Yep, 88. There we go. So that's that, and then I want to redirect to port 8080. So I come in on port 80, go to port 8080. Now, if I wanted to, I could have done that. So I could have set up my Nginx internal to listen on port 80, but I just wanted to show that you can direct it to other ports. And then give a description, HTTP test. And then the rest of it I can set as is, because when you create this, it'll actually create some default firewall rules, which I'm not going to go into, but you should be okay to actually work. So hit save, and after that I need to apply the changes. So now I should be set up. So if I go over here and pull this in, here's my, I'll put this a little lower. There I'm looking at my access logs. And internally, on that server, if I do a curl 8080, I'm going to get the same results. It's hitting it just fine. But if I go over here to an external server, so here I am on an external server, which I had before. Now if I try to hit that, it should work. In fact, let me go make this smaller. Boom. So I got the results back. So I am successfully port forwarding port 80 from my external IP address to this internal machine that happens to be on a random machine 192.168.0.88 and listening on port 80. So I can sit here all day long, and now it's working. So you can set up, that's port forwarding on Pfsenes. Pretty simple, pretty easy. But again, I would say go watch some other videos if you want to get more in depth, because maybe you want to set up some firewall rules, maybe you want to limit who can get in. This is set up default to let everybody in, which may be what you want, may not be what you want, but this is simple start of port forwarding. So hope that helps someone out there, and go watch some other videos. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a like. To subscribe, just click the subscribe button. Also, you can follow me on Twitter under the handle @whiteboardcoder.com. View any code I may have thrown up as a gist at GitHub under the username PatmanDenver, or check out my blog site at whiteboardcoder.com.